Hey everybody, it's December 15th, and the reason I'm making this video is because it's been a while, and also because surgery is literally around the corner. Um, to catch everybody up, I think the last video I made, I still needed to have a scope and a sleep study done, and then the psych evaluation. The sleep study and the scope were perfectly normal. For the psych evaluation, they told me I needed to do 3 months of therapy just to kind of make sure that my depression and anxiety were manageable. And after 3 months, I went back, did another review, and they cleared me. Told me it would be 2 to 4 weeks before I heard anything back on my paperwork. And lo and behold, 2 days after that appointment, I received a message from my pre op nurse saying that the doctor had gotten my paperwork and they were ready to push forward with surgery. I called them back and she's like, "We've got your paperwork and we want to know what day sounds good for you for surgery." And I originally said June, mainly because I didn't have the money, and when I would have the money, I would be back in school, and so I wouldn't have the time to do the surgery because you have to have, 2 to 6 weeks off. And when I told them that, they were a little leery about moving forward because my insurance for TRICARE runs out in January. And even though I plan on paying for it afterwards, it's still, touchy for them. So I was like, well, I have to call you back. I don't have any other options right now. Let me think of some things and I'll get back to you. Well, I went out and I talked to my dad, and we were able to put our heads together and come up with a solution. And thankfully, I was able to call them back and say, hey, yeah, I can push forward with this now. And she was like, good, when do you want your date? And they originally suggested, I believe, the 12th, or it might have been the 10th. I'm not sure. Memory's a little bit foggy on that right now. But that it was during finals week. So I couldn't exactly say, yeah, because then I would miss my finals. So next option was the 16th or the 17th. I picked the 16th, but because I think the 16th was full or something. Like they have a max number of surgeries that day. So she's like, "Well, why don't we do the 17th?" And I said, "Okay, fine. Whatever." And mind you, this conversation took place like a week before Thanksgiving, so I wasn't really thinking about how short of a time frame that was going to be. And it kind of bit me a little bit later when I realized, "Oh my god, this is a month away." And so they scheduled my pre-op appointment. I went to that. That was, really insightful. They basically talked about, the possibilities of complications, which I think they talked about the last visit I was there. We talked about weight loss numbers, how in the first year I'll lose anywhere from 100 to 160 pounds. And then in the second year, I'll lose an additional, 20 to 60 pounds. And then in at the end of the third year, I'll gain back anywhere from 10 to 60 pounds, which is reasonable because everybody gains weight. It's a process of life. It's your body stabilizing and hitting a plateau, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some people gain back more, some people gain back less. It's just a process of life, nothing to be concerned about. And I walked away feeling really comfortable. They put me on a diet of 3 protein shakes, a couple of snacks, and then one meal a day. And that was really hard. But I think what's been hardest is that since the 12th, I've been on what's called the whole liquid diet. You can eat things like pudding and jello and cream of wheat and mashed potatoes and, pureed soup and baby food and, just crazy stuff. And this is to prepare your body for surgery. And I have got to tell you, I am hungry all the time. It's been rough, but I've pulled through. Um, So yeah, surgery is Tuesday, the 17th. I'm not sure what time yet. I have to call them tomorrow at 3 o'clock to find out what time they want me to be there in the morning. I'm nervous. I can't lie. And nervous is an understatement. I'm scared. But I think that's to be expected with stuff like this. You know, this is a huge change. That being said, I want to thank all of my friends and family and all the people on my Facebook page that have been following me every step of this and praying for me. And you guys are the greatest. I mean, I don't think I would have made it this far without the support of my family and friends. Mainly because it is stressful. It is hard. There are a lot of hoops to jump through and a lot of red tape that you kind of have to get around, and it can be stressful and it can be difficult and it can hit you hard, and when it does, it's difficult to deal with. And I think without the support of my parents, I would have given up a long time ago. I would have just said, you know what, screw this, I don't want to do it anymore, it's too hard, it's too stressful. But going into it, I'm looking at it and I'm saying, you know what, this is good for me. This is going to change my life for the better. I'm going to be able to go out and do things that I can't do right now. And that makes the stress a little bit easier to deal with. And thank you to all the people that have reminded me that constantly. You know, it's been a rough road, but I'm working through it, and that's what matters. I think the last thing I would want to leave you guys with is, if you're thinking about doing this or having struggles with, you know, eating habits, and, you know, you just don't know what to do or where to turn to, always look for your support group in your inner family, close friends. You know, talk to people. If they're not willing to listen, or, you know, don't seem to have the time for you, then maybe they're not the right people to talk to, and there's always people to talk to. You know, if you guys have any questions or concerns for me, you know, just send them my way. I'm more than willing to answer any questions and to talk to you guys about any concerns. You know, if you guys want somebody who is willing to listen to you and help you work through any of the troubles that you're having with this kind of process, or even just, you know, dieting and exercising and losing weight without having surgery, you know, feel free to ask me or talk to me. My ears are always open. And on that note, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will be posting a video probably in the next couple of weeks or so. Oh, and on one final note, tomorrow on my Facebook page, I'm going to be posting before pictures. This is just something to kind of remind me that, you know, this is where I'm starting, and I want to kind of watch my progress as I go. I'm going to be taking pictures every week, starting tomorrow, and then the Monday after my surgery, the Monday, you know, 2 weeks after surgery, so on and so forth, just to kind of watch my progress and see, you know, where I started and where I end up. And I will be sharing those on my Facebook page. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Love you. Bye.